I often mention how much I don't like unfinished business, and that's what brings me back here today. I was last at this mine several years ago with a different group of people, and we did that lower adit there, and we did all of the adits you can see there wrapping down the mountain. But end of the day, too late and too tired to do that one right there. And so here I am, drove all the way back out here. I need to conquer that last one there. So I'll head up there and rejoin you guys way up the top there. Alright, I have made it. I have climbed up to the adit. There's a better view across the canyon of the other workings I was referencing that we've explored before. There's multiple levels, multiple adits all through there and extending up the mountain. The adit on this side, well, there's one below me too, but our adit we're going to check out today, right there. And obviously I'm standing on a waste rock pile, and so they would bring the ore out. You can even see some of the ties still down there. And if it was waste rock, they'd dump it down what I am standing on here. But just to my left here is an ore pass that drops down to that lower level I visited several years ago. The lower level on this side. The ore pass, you can't see it because it's kind of covered up. The ore pass is under there. And so if it was good stuff, they'd run it out of the adit, drop it down the ore pass where it would be taken out down there. You can sort of see the waste rock pile down there. It would be taken out down there. So that's where the good stuff went. If it was waste rock, it would come out here. So with that said, let's go see what this adit that has been waiting for years for me has to offer. Alright, just inside the portal now. Let's get into it. Nice and cool one here. Looks like we've already got a junction up ahead. Very spacious adit. Let's see. Track's going off to the right. That way. And track used to go off to the left. This one may not go as far. Let's do this one first. Left-hand rule. The airflow in here. Hopefully it's not messing up the audio. Very light colors. There's some rails sticking out there, and ore chute here is where the wind is coming down. Just ends right there, and here's a look up the ore chute where the wind is coming from up there, and there is a look up the ladder, and I think it just stops up there. Well, let's go see where that other branch goes. Alright, we just came from that direction, and I'm back at that junction where the rail is taking off to the right. So let's go see what this has for us. Runs back, goes to the right. You gotta be kidding me. That is so unexpected. We already had a face. That is unbelievable. Given the size of that waste rock pile outside, I expected this to be huge. And you know what that means? That means that all of that waste rock material outside, and that was a big waste rock pile, that means it all must have come down that ore chute. That is unbelievable. That's where we came in. Wow, I guess we're gonna have to go take another look at that ore chute. That is unbelievable. I cannot believe all that material came down there. Alright, I'm back at that ore chute, and I just noticed they're keeping track of the loads there. Given the size of the waste rock, I would have expected a lot more than that. That ladder is not the most appealing thing, but I guess I'll have to give it a shot, see what we can see up there. Alright, I'm going to put this stuff away and try going up this ladder. Alright, I just climbed up from down there, which wasn't too much fun, and I've gotten to the top of the ore chute here. Here's looking down. The ore chute there keeps going farther than that, obviously. Come to a little chamber here, it runs up there and stops, and then there's something running off that way. Now, I feel some airflow here, so it probably connects there, but my problem is how to get out, or I should say over to there, because that is near vertical and leads straight down that pit there where I really don't want to fall. So I'm at a bit of a quandary here on how to deal with this. I'm not gonna lie, that was a scary one to get across, but I did. I'm actually a little more concerned about getting out than the way I came in. It's gonna be trickier going down rather than the way I sort of crab walked across. I sure hope this is worth it. Pretty strong airflow right now. Bending around over here. Little passage right there that doesn't go anywhere. You can see they did have rail in here at one time, but it's been removed. And let's see where this goes. Jumble of stuff here. Bunch of cables. Mine are called cable rope. That's what I call it, cable. Mine are called rope. And oh no. So there's messed up plugged ore chute there, and a little stope here. I don't think I'm getting by this ore chute though. I don't even see a ladder. Oh, there is one. It runs up to there. Oh, jeez. I started trying to climb up the ore chute and it started coming apart on me. So that wasn't good. And looking up there, it looks like it just gets worse. That little opening right there. I mean, there's an air just screaming through here. And so I'm assuming it, runs up to a shaft or a winch or something like that. But, it looks like it gets vertical up there, and I don't have any way to do that, obviously. And with this ore chute coming apart on me, I don't even see a way to climb up to that initial section. So I think I've used up my risk units for the day. I'm sorry I'm not able to finish this one, but I'm still a little sketched out about even getting back down. Another one I climbed as well, so Maybe we'll send a drone up and take a look at the top of this hill, and maybe we can see where this might come out. Alright, we're going mine hunting. Sliding over to the Adit. You can see the waste rock pile coming into the center of the screen now. Looking down, you can just see the portal there. And there's looking up toward the top of the hill. Heads towards the top of the hill, and almost immediately down on the right, you can see there's something there. And that something is an open stope. Taking a closer look at it now. Now, for those of you who don't know, an open stope is where they essentially chased the vein all the way to the surface. I'm looking down, taking a closer look at it now. They followed the vein all the way to the surface, carving up through the mountain, and then came out the top. They followed it all the way to the top. And in this case, what they did is they went to the top and then dropped everything down through a series of chutes and passages out the portal where we came in, and then over the side if it was raised rock, and then down to the very lowest level, which I showed in the previous series of videos, if it was the good ore they were following. And I'm just showing you different angles of that. I was trying to get a sense of how deep it was and what sort of openings might be going down. Just in the bottom there you can see some equipment there, as well as the famous stay out, stay alive signs you see in Nevada. You can actually see the shadow of the drone off to the left. And I'm just trying to look down that deep hole right there, get a sense of how many different places this dropped down. They all would have dropped down to the same point eventually, the same chute. But I was just curious about all the different perspectives on that. Now I'm looking around, just seeing if I missed anything else. So kind of taking a slow pan around. If you guys see anything I missed, please speak up. Some of you have much sharper eyes than I do. And if you see something I missed, I guess I'll have to go back out there eventually. I've already come out here a couple times now to deal with unfinished business, and wouldn't kill me to do it again. I was trying to be very thorough and looking around though. Off in the distance, those are the roads we came in on. Just looking over the area. You see that road? That road is the road that actually leads up to the top where the open stope is. And just coming over to the left now, you can see that's actually the road that we parked on, and didn't know it kept going and looped around and came up to the top to the open stope there. But the drone revealed that. View of the mountain range the mine's in, I just thought it was pretty impressive, especially from this angle, and so I thought you guys might think it was interesting as well. And so I'm sharing it here. Those workings across the way explored on the last trip, well, I want to show you what these look like as well. This was kind of interesting for me because obviously when I came before, I wasn't flying around like this with a drone. Didn't even have a drone then, so this was interesting to me as well to see that perspective. And you can see that that hillside is just covered with openings and holes and adits and all kinds of stuff. I mean, they really honeycombed that mountain. Just trying to give you a closer look of some of the portals there. And I'm heading up now, just showing you more of the waste rock. There's actually a big open stope over on this side too. Another portal down there. Another portal coming in the center, and that's a large open stope there. It drops down to a really cool level in this mine, actually. That's my second video in the series I did, which I will again post a link to in the description below of the previous visits to this mine. I mean, you can see how much is going on there. The first visit took me 4 videos to cover. There was so much there, so it's a pretty extensive site and a pretty cool one.